Go ahead. Okay, I'm going to take over here. We could have used the other route, see if that continues on the next update, but this is fine.
Of Gödel's result, we also know that the system's rules can't prove it. The system is, in effect, blind to something not covered by its rules. Truth and provability pull apart. Perhaps mind and machine do as well. The purely formal system has limits, at any rate. It cannot prove in its own language something that is true. In other words, we can see something that the computer cannot. Gödel's result dealt a massive blow to a popular... I am typing on one right now. Turing machines are computers. It is one of the great ironies of intellectual history that the theoretical framework for computation was put in place as a side thought, a means to another end. While working to disprove that mathematics itself was decidable, Turing first invented something precise and mechanical, the computer. In his 1938 PhD thesis, Turing hoped that formal systems might be extended by including additional rules, then sets of rules and sets of rules that could handle the Gödel problem. He discovered, rather, that the new, more powerful system would have a new, more complicated Gödel problem. There was no way around Gödel's incompleteness. Buried in the complexities of Turing's discussion of formal systems, however, is an odd suggestion, relevant to the possibility of AI. Perhaps the faculty of intuition cannot be reduced to an algorithm, to the rules of a system. Turing wanted to find a way out of Gödel's limiting result in his 1938 thesis, but he discovered that this was impossible. Instead, he switched gears, exploring how, as he put it, to greatly reduce the requirement of human intuition when doing calculations. His thesis considered the powers of ingenuity by creating ever more complicated systems of rules. Ingenuity, it turned out, could become universal. There are machines that can take as input other machines, and thus run all the machines that can be built. This insight, technically a universal Turing machine and not a simple Turing machine, was to become the digital computer. But in his formal work on computing, Turing had, perhaps inadvertently, let the cat out of the bag. By allowing for intuition as distinct from and outside of the operations of a purely formal system like a computer, Turing, in effect, suggested that there may be differences between computer programs that do math and mathematicians. It was a curious turn, therefore,